Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Bengals going up against the Steelers. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
All right, guys. Got lucky, got a reprieve, so. Because they flat out whooped our ass.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Good job,
and
guys.
he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Try to be cute. Why not run it? Young Flanders, you must have been running at him. Okay, all right.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I might even see that, man. Wasn't paying attention.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out.
Knock this down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
This guy's freaking 1 year.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
And he'll right way, dog.
Right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down.
God dang it.
He couldn't quite hold it.
Damn it.
Ball pops out.
That's our problem.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on...
Damn! I mean, really? Really? You just drop it. You just drop it. Drop it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side.
why even bother why even bother, man? This is just, why even bother? Damn. That's our problem, man. We can't catch. Can't catch.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football.
Unbelievable, man. And then you just miss him. Jesus Christ. Well, you had to throw it because that guy was coming. What are you bending the... Oh, man. Jesus Christ.
If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Oh, my God.
Nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. He's got him.
Oh, you fucking, you motherfuckers. You cheating motherfuckers. We're draped all over this guy.
3rd down, they take a shot from way downfield.
Of course, they're going to catch it.
Good coverage.
Of course, they're going to catch it.
With the football and pick up a big gain.
All right, guys, you see what kind of game this shit is going to be? Cheating motherfuckers.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Time here to show you the starters while we have a moment defensively for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know one guy you like from Miami, Artie Burns.
Just jumps off the screen when you plug in his college tape in terms of athleticism. And I also watched him play with some intelligence. Saw him at one point jump into the slot and pattern read and come off of his receiver to the intended one and intercept a pass. I like him.
Shift together here from the D-line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What a hitting, Flanders.
And I think Eifert may be in some pain. Staying down following that play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense.
Man.
What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in.
Watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch this now. He's behind. And watch this. Oh, no, he didn't touch him. I thought he touched him. No, he didn't. Damn.
Front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my play list, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first. He's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Oh, man.
Pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That guy dived the other way, of course.
The point after now for Aguayo. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Wow.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the
Wow.
interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Man, oh, man, oh, man.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up.
What is stupid shit? Show the replay. Good job. You looked outside, way to put your foot in the ground. Guys, we got to score something here. God, dogs.
Why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
One quarter down. Already 17-0 our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
Guy catches it with 2 guys draped all over him. My guy catches it, gets hit, and drops it. Of course.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Got his left. Got his left. 4 down. Check.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right?
Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, barely. What? You okay? You good? So, did you get it worked out? Did you get it sorted out? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so what do you, I mean, is it your front brakes? Is it your back brakes? What's, okay. Just gonna change them out. Okay, all right. You sound like you had a tough morning. Right, 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 right. Oh, right, right, right. I Well, I guess the silver lining is he can do it on Monday and probably a lot cheaper than the shop. There we go. Yeah. Look at look at that. See, just when you think that things are falling apart, they're really falling into place. Hey, listen. I get it. I do. I do. I went to the I had an eye appointment this morning, and I get all of my medical care through the VA. So, fun times. So, um, it's probably been a couple months ago. I noticed that I have like blurry vision sometimes, and then I discovered, so I went to go see him about it. They checked my eyes. Nope, you're good. I mean, the pressure on your eyes good. We can't see anything wrong with your eyes, but they couldn't explain this blurry vision. So one day I just kind of noticed that I really started. It almost happened every time after I was like, staring at my phone for a long time. Um, so I Google it just to kind of see, and so obviously you can't believe everything that you read on the web. But there was this thing that they said, this condition is called computer vision syndrome. So today I go in, and the technician, she's examining my eyes. She says that I have a refractor error in my right eye, but it's a small one. No problem. They could obviously fix it with glasses. So when I went in to see the doctor, I asked the doctor about this, and she was a younger doctor. So I've never been to medical school of any sort. So what I asked, my initial question to her was, hey, is this, I've read about this, this this computer vision syndrome. Is that a real thing? So long story short, Candace, this thing turned into like a banter where I had to say, you know what, just never mind. Let's just, whatever you need to do, let's just go and do that so I can move on. But what frustrated me is that she had never heard of it. So here's my question. No, she didn't recognize the term as a medical term. I don't want to lie on her. So can you really argue against something if you don't really know what it is? She was trying to have a legitimate argument about something that she didn't even recognize as a medical term. Now, yep. So she wanted to fight. And basically this is what I got from it. She wanted me to know that she was the doctor in the room. And I said to her, listen, and she said something like, I wouldn't self-diagnose myself like off something that I read. I said, did you even hear what I said? Initially, I asked you if this was a real thing. That's what I asked you. So that went south quickly. I mean, I just can't believe, I just could not believe that she wanted to debate against something that she wasn't familiar with. Because, hey, Mr. Gilbert, what did you read? Could you share with me? What are your symptoms? Oh, we call that this. You know? But that wasn't how she handled it. So, yeah, fun. I mean, yeah, so that was my morning. Yeah. It right. Absolutely. 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 And that's all that I was doing. But again, she was just adamant that it's not a real medical term. Oh, okay. That's great. That's great. So let's get past that and talk about exactly what the symptoms I have, because I don't know. The symptoms that I experience are exactly what this term was saying. Exactly. So again, there might be another medical term that you are familiar, but we couldn't get to that part of it because she wanted to banter and let me know that she was the smartest person in the room. Yeah. Whatever works. I'm good. And and then to top it off, Candace, so I told you that I just kind of went through this a couple of months ago, and in that same office with a different physician, they were telling me something totally different than she was saying. So, it was just, it's one of those things.
You see it now.
But,
the confidence
hey,
is starting
what
to
do you
rise.
do?
I think now as a play caller,
So, what is on your agenda? I'm sorry? So, right. So the issue that I'm having is going to be fixed because again, the technician, did the testing and recognized that, hey, listen, you just have a refractor error in your right eye. It's not a big deal. In fact, with this prescription we're going to give you, it's going to correct you back to 2020. No problem. No problem. So that will correct the issue. But she wanted to ban. In fact, what I couldn't get past is, actually, what rubbed me the wrong way. Even coming into the, well, not I shouldn't say that. So 30 seconds into this, me coming into the room, she was asking me, hey, so are there any problems with your vision today? I mean, just asking me very preliminary questions. Now, mind you, the process is when you go to the VA clinic is you come in, you see an eye technician, they do your exam, and then the doctor just kind of follows up with that exam. So why are you asking me preliminary questions when the technician just put all of that information in the computer that you have access to? Really? So it just started out bad. It did. But that's okay. It'll be okay. I'm not gonna make her issues my issues. You know what I mean? So what is on your agenda for the rest of the day? I mean, your breaks work. They gonna stop, right? Right. I said, what's on your agenda for the rest of the day? Oh, oh, well, daggone it. That sounds like way too much fun. Oh, oh. Um, um, my advice is, hey, wear a sweater. Wear a sweater. Okay, sure. There you go. That definitely sounds like a good time. Okay. Let me call back. Yes, no, maybe so.
happen, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Yes.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
those being two, I lived in Ohio.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Fun times. The setup there, I don't know, like, how this is the bowling alley. So typically people will start arriving about 11:30, quarter to 12, because it fills up pretty quickly, and it could be difficult to get a seat. So what I typically do is I normally arrive about that time, so I'll just save you a seat. And what's cool about this place is that if you get there about 11, you wouldn't know that it's like a Steelers club. A Steelers club's about to come in, but about 11:30, quarter to 12, like the place just kind of empties out, and it'll be nothing but Steeler fans in there. Yeah, so it's a really nice. I don't know if you've ever been in there before, but it's a really nice restaurant, and like I said, they have raffles. They raffle merchandise. They have what else do they do? They have a 50-50. Again, if you're a member of the club, if you decide this is what you get to come and hang out. You can only decide if you want to be a club member, because at the end of the year they actually have end of year party. All the food that you can eat. They pay for everything, so it's pretty cool.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
So if you just want to holler at me, what time is it now? See, look, you got to go, and it's 2 o'clock. You probably got to go get a little nap in. You got to get a nap in today. You have to do what? Yeah, hey, listen, I ain't mad at you for it. That's why I said, hey, you got to rest up before you go deal with all them kids. So, when you get an opportunity, you find you got 30 seconds of idle time on your hand, just throw a text at me. Okay? All right. Well, look, you be good, and I'm sure we'll talk soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.
That's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup. And that'll be good for Pittsburgh first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hey, hey, hey,
the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free.
Damn it.
The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 7.
Damn!
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This fucking guy. I mean, you know what? Not this time, though. I mean, every time we typically throw an interception. Pretty much.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll set up to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know they're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle it and got his man complete. They got 29 yards there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
We'll take our one bomb shot. Get one bomb shot. I can't even throw a bomb. It's under 2 minutes. Sorry, bitch. Let's take our Allah.
Let's go. Green.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Damn it, you threw to the wrong guy.
Only
Damn, he
3
was
yards
open
on the
too.
count. It's 3rd down.
You threw
So
to the
3rd and
wrong
7
guy.
with an extra
Dang,
defensive
you
back on
big
the field
dummy.
here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Steelers secondary has done a good job to slow down the passing game so far. The Bengals had a lot of success throwing the football last week, but the same throwing lanes haven't been there. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd and 7. The pass complete out of the gun. And he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 42-yard line. Later on the drive, they'll go with the run here, and they cap off this drive with a touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. Steelers on offense, first quarter winding down. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Lee's going to turn it around for a TD. Bengals now up by 17. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll run it here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there. Play a fresh set it down.
Oh, damn.
So an excellent
you know what?
throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Man,
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him.
Perfection. That was just a horrible throw. Kendall. That guy's open. Oh, that guy hit you. That's why. Damn. He's wide open, too. Damn. Guy hit you.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers defense getting ready here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Oh.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out here in the eye. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call, because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you have to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
All right, watch them, because they will try to run it on you. They will try to run it on you now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll...
Guys, really? Really? Job, Bibbs. Good job, Bibbs. Way to fight off the block.
3rd and long situation coming up.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
They
down.
better not. They better not fucking cheat me. These cheating motherfuckers!
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
These cheating motherfuckers. These cheating motherfuckers. These cheating motherfuckers, man. Unfucking believable.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late
fuck
hit
that. I got
and
some
illegal
a-la
contact
plays to
on a
fucking run.
quarterback. The
Fucking
defenders
cheating
really have to get in
motherfuckers.
line.
Second time they've done that shit to us.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs...
That was a fucking third down, too. We were off the field. These cheating motherfuckers call that stupid shit.
And that way you often control the game.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start. Offense.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Still third down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And he'll be hit from
job.
behind and taken down.
Good job, bro.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll go on the ground. They find some open field here. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
The reason that counter and misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here. But the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
I got a left. All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Steelers a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Third down and 12. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Red zone opportunity. They come out here in the eye, and he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the ground they go with the running back. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Damn it.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move to James.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing that that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game.
Cheated me on that fucking roughing the passer. Guy still had the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover. It happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Second down now after the incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. There he goes, left side. A great read, and it's picked off. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Aguayo on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Steelers. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
Same shit we can't catch.
On this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. And they're going to speed things up here. the gun now on third down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And again this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over. With a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll come out in the pistol. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ten yards to go on third. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked. First down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, we'll see the pistol here. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, and it's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock,
What a fucking terrible route.
throw it.
The Bengals getting set to go. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And on that long
these
run,
guys
the
running up the
defense
damn
caught
score.
napping a little
Wow.
bit.
the concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after now for Aguayo. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. They've played excellent. Another stop here, that would just be the icing on the cake.
You definitely want to finish things off the way it's gone throughout the day, and it's gone awfully well for them. They don't want to give up any type of a fluke, any type of a big play here. That'll leave a bad taste in their mouth as they go in and celebrate.
Yeah, they want that good cake taste, right?
No doubt about it. That's 6-layer cake.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. They've had a day that they probably want to forget. Maybe it's a good thing it's a day game because they've got the night maybe to wash this one away.
There's always a thing called the 24-hour rule, win or lose, right, that you're supposed to have 24 to absorb and then let it go.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.